I live for adventure. I've walked the Amazon, but there is so much of the world left to explore. This satellite imagery is bringing up crazy images from all over the planet, which I just cannot explain. And the only way to find out what is going on is to literally pick one, pack my bags and go there. It could be jungle, it could be desert, it could be Arctic. I've no idea how to get there or what I'll find. So I'm sure of a genuine adventure where anything can happen. Brazil, home of the Amazon rainforest. This is where I found my next target. The thing that's an anomaly for me is the colour of the water. It just stands out as being odd. It's mysterious. In my years trekking through the Amazon rainforest, I've never seen a lake with such a vivid blue colour. That is intriguing. The Blue Lake is over 120 kilometres from any known road, but it is close to an indigenous jungle village. It's always terrifying going into this sort of area because I don't know how contacted these people are, I don't know whether they're friendly, whether they'll allow me to access this bit of jungle. And I leave tomorrow. This is exciting. This is Nick. He'll be coming with me to help me film the adventure. Machete, 2 big 1-litre water bottles, expedition cap. I'll also bring my inflatable raft and a GPS. Thanks, Nick. That was the last time I was in the Amazon. We're going home. Covering 10,000 kilometres and taking me into the heart of Brazil. Immediately I step foot off the plane. It's very noticeably humid. My target is 250 kilometres north, along the course of a major tributary of the Amazon that passes close to town. First things first, taxi. I'm hoping I can remember enough Portuguese to get me a car into town and change some cash. The Portuguese I picked up whilst walking the Amazon is working. What I can find out from locals about this place could be the key to making my mission a success. It's soon clear that changing currency is not the only service that's being offered here. At the back of this money exchange place would appear to be a place where they buy and sell gold. Gold is everywhere in the Amazon. I've got a hunch that the miners get around by river. That's got to be my best way into the jungle. I'm told the man I need to see goes by the name of the General.
General tá esperando vocês lá na casinha. E ele vai descer para lá amanhã de barco.
This could be our ticket into the jungle. Okay. I want to meet the General.
O rapaz vai levar você lá. Okay. Você tem que ficar mais no Brasil para falar português, ó.
And although I'm told the General operates on the right side of the law, many jungle mines are illegal.
Hello. Prazer, General.
O senhor é General.
The General is one of a small army of prospectors who have been processing and selling gold from the Amazon for over 40 years. So I want to get as much intel as possible from his jungle knowledge.
Nosotros estamos aquí para ver este lago
Azul.
Lago Azul.
Vão descer aqui e aí vão entrar pela selva.
E pode levar-nos hasta aqui?
Vai, o barco vai até lá, que daqui para lá nós vamos descer de barco. Tá ali é o meu maquinário.
Obrigado. Perfecto.
The General's gold dredging barge operates on the border of a region controlled by indigenous tribes. From there, I plan to travel towards my target by river, getting as close as I can before the final leg through thick jungle.
This is a longer way that basically we are taking this to avoid the enter the Indian land. Once they are in their land, they could get either curious or aggressive.
So I call the National Organization for Indigenous Amazonians to get clearance before entering their land. I'll have to wait until tomorrow until I find out whether I've got permission to trek into the target area. Come as far as we can by road. We're about to go by boat to Jose's mining operation.
Braulio said the last time he went into an indigenous reserve without permits, he got kidnapped and held hostage. So I really, really hope I'm going to get permission. But the last thing we want to do is cause an incident here.
We've reached the General's Raft, just one of the many dredgers whose miners scour the riverbed for gold. The work is dangerous, tough, and stops for nothing.
Well, it's a proper dredging operation. I had no idea that the dredging involved men below the surface with lead-weighted belts breathing air through a hose pipe on the bottom of this not exactly crystal clear water, trying to suck up sludge to get gold. Beyond those boats, that's Indian territory, and it's outbound.
Until I get permission to access the jungle, I'm stuck on this barge.
It's a fascinating way of life. Clearly, these guys do put their lives at risk. There is a bit of me, and I don't know whether it is somewhat reckless, but I want to experience what that's like.
It's time to find out if I've been given clearance to continue my mission.
Everything rides on this phone call.
We're really keen to know whether we've got permission to enter the reserve yet. We haven't. Can you confirm that? We have not got permission? No. We've not got permission to go in. There's 3 tribes, and we talked to all 3 of them. They've all said, no, we can't go in. So it's not just even the legal threat of being arrested or being fined. It's actually angry indigenous people.
And then we had even the risk to be killed. You have 2 options, go to a different target or go to the airport, go back home.
This is a crushing blow. But it seems that Braulio knows of another equally mysterious lake.
You see this point here? Very circular, remote from nowhere, not even close to a river.
It's possible it is a similar feature, isn't it?
My original target may be off limits, but 140 kilometers to the southeast, we've identified a strikingly similar disc-shaped lake, and it looks even harder to reach.
The next target could be even better than the one that I originally went to. Everything does happen for a reason. I'm a big believer in fate. People think to be an explorer you need to be superhuman, super tough. It's not that at all. It's more of an ability to stay positive, stay motivated, because in expeditions everything always goes wrong. No plan survives any journey, really. Okay.
We've reached the best point on the river for me to begin my trek towards the new target.
Big beach here, which is quite pleasant, I have to say. It would appear to make a good campsite.
Given the extreme conditions and thick forest, I've decided to set off tomorrow alone.
We got supper. We have got supper tonight.
Amazing. I'm just going to enjoy my last night with the lads. I've got one.
That is a black piranha. Look at that. I'm now in a good stepping off point to be able to go and do the solo journey. I feel ready to go in on my own.
This 5 litres of water drum has to go upright, has to go in the main compartment.
The unavoidable truth is that I simply can't carry all the water that I'll need.
That's heavy, and this is over half my body weight.
Pleased to be on my own now. Slimming down the team always means that I can do things my way. I'm heading on a bearing of 3 degrees. 3 degrees, straight through that way. This might sound trivial, but you're constantly making decisions. To the extent that you're making a decision maybe every 10 seconds, maybe less, as to which direction to go. Water is going to be a big one on this. This first section is incredibly tangled, which means that going is very slow. It is bone dry,
and there's no water sources. That's the amount of sweat I get out every single hour. I'm gonna already start to ration the water. Oh, I just honestly want to drink every single drop of that bottle.
The temperatures hit 37 degrees, but it's the extreme humidity that's the real enemy.
Okay, it's started to get too hot, so I'm just gonna tie my leather t-shirt on my head. Look like something out of a nativity play. The one thing I cannot afford to do is get heat stroke, and it is obviously fatal. Look at this. This here is a wild pineapple. Absolutely amazing. There is some flesh there. Oh, that is an amazing. It's juicy and it's sweet, and it contains water. Oh, it tastes delicious. Found another one. These things were almost quite literally a lifesaver. Yeah, I've got to have faith that things happen just at the right time. I'm still in this scrubby ground, but if you look ahead of me, there's some bigger trees. I'm going to try and get into the edge of those trees to make camp. Oh, feel the coolness as I stepped under this tree. That is extraordinary. One tree, two trees, got a hammock site. That find of wild pineapples is extraordinary. If I hadn't have found them, I wouldn't have made it, basically. I would not have made it.
Good morning. Finding water is the next thing as well.
Quite often there's water to be found just below the surface of the ground. Dig through the leaves here. So now actually, it's starting to get wetter. I've hit water. There's water coming into this hole. Just found water right underneath my feet. That's really cool. See if I can fill up all my bottles using my new well. This is the forest of life. That was the forest of death. And it should be good to drink. This has been filtered by the earth. That's pretty clear, isn't it? It does actually taste clean. I've got water all the way to the target.
깨끗하고 신선한 많이 마실수록 좋습니다.
Walking under this canopy is so much easier. I'm hardly having to use my machete at all. This rainforest. And how beautiful is that? A flowing jungle stream. This is proper jungle, little streams. I can dump all that extra water that I was carrying. I am absolutely loving this. This is my playground. This is where I feel the most alive in the whole world. I could almost cry. I absolutely love the Amazon rainforest.
Breaking through into primary rainforest, I need to make up for lost time. I want to blast through the remaining 7 kilometers to reach the lake tomorrow.
Monkeys in the trees above me. They look like spider monkeys to me.
Spider monkeys are territorial and known to throw their feces down to the ground as a warning.
Got a white face with like black spectacles.
They seem threatened by my presence.
But they're looking straight at me and they're shaking the tree. You ever see one to scare me? That real at all. I like it here. Mid-afternoon. I'm going to make camp here because I've got beautiful, clear, crystal water. There's so much rainforest that hasn't been accessed. I could well be the first man to ever see the target area. This is me, isn't it? This is what I'm all about. I am a jungle expedition leader, and I love it.
Morning. I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited about what I'm going to find.
Let's finish this. I can see water glimmering down here. I've got there. It is emerald.
That is a beautiful, still, emerald lake. That's not the colour of any lake that I've ever been to in the Amazon. Wow. I found the target.
Now, I want to see it properly. This expanse of strange green water is maybe a kilometre or so in diameter.
It's quite remarkable, really, to be sitting here on the target right now. Whoa! Wow, there's something big. I can see it swimming around.
This lake would make an ideal hunting ground for a versatile predator like a caiman. Whatever it was, I'm banking on my physical size deterring it from making an aggressive move.
Just in here, looks like a sort of route that an animal might go in and out of the water.
I know for sure that there is life in this lake. But whatever the cause of this lake, there's only one way to truly experience it. If this beautiful lake was formed by a meteor strike, it must have happened nearly a century or so ago, giving time for the forest around it to recover and making the lake part of the jungle ecosystem. This lake is an untouched natural wonder. This is my treasure. This is my jungle gold.
Yes! Those are the most amazing shots. This was a mission to go in and find out what this round circular lake in the middle of the jungle, what caused it. And the answer is, people know very, very little. What an amazing place, what a special place. When you're sitting on a pack raft on a lake like this, nothing really seems to matter anymore.
I still don't know what made these two disc-shaped lakes, but I have heard about another lake of this size recently discovered elsewhere in the Amazon that's suspected to have been formed by debris from an airburst meteor that hit the Amazon nearly a century ago.